we will start with the last part of first chapter, Principles of Management. Here we will discuss about the nature of principles of management and significance of principles of management. Friends, in your textbook, these two questions or these things they have given. Initially, in starting point, they have covered this part, but we are taking at the end because now at this stage you have understood what is management, what are the principles. We have studied Henry Fayol's principles, we have studied F.W. Taylor's principle, so you have an idea about what exactly the chapter tells you. So now after studying these things, we will study nature of principles of management. This will help you to understand quickly. Okay, let's start with the first point. Nature means how these principles are applicable in day-to-day life. Universal application. Universal means applicable in each and every field, irrespective of size of the organization. See, whatever we have studied those 14 principles, we have studied scientific methods also, techniques also, F.W. Taylor's principles also, and there you find that these principles are applicable everywhere, whether it's small organization, large organization, whether it's a consumer related company or industrial related company, or it's an organization, institute, anywhere these principles are applicable. That's why they are saying that this is universal, these management principles are universal application. Next is general guidelines. Management principle provide general guidelines in tackling the organizational situation wisely. For example, when we say fair remuneration, then the term fair can vary as per the nature, size and financial condition of the organization. These are general guidelines. What these management gurus, they have simply observed the situation and they have concluded few principles which will help us, if we use it properly, it will help us to improve the organizational efficiency. So these are general guidelines. It depends how these situations you have to tackle with these principles. Next is principles are formed by practice and experiments. These management principles are developed after some practice and experiment. They have done observation, they have done some experiment, and after the analysis of all, they have made all these principles. They have introduced this principle. The result of such experiment have been developed as a principle after its practice. If you practice these principles in your organization, it will definitely help you to give the best result. Next is flexibility. What is flexibility? Flexibility means as per the situation you can change it. It is not like pure science. For example, if you take this chemical, if you add this chemical into it, it will result into whatever the conclusion. That will be applicable everywhere. But these principles are flexible. They are not rigid. Particular principle has been given to you, you can change as per the situation. Manager can take decision as per the situation. So they are quite flexible. According to situation, you can change the principle. For example, because of corona, lockdown is there, managers, no one can do anything. So flexibility is there. They have changed accordingly. Means lot of people are working from home. That is, in some company it is not allowed. Still, they are giving this option because these principles are management principles are flexible in nature. Looking at the condition, there is flexibility should be there. So it is there in management. Next, behavioral in nature. Management is a group activity. It aims at achieving certain goal through a group of human beings. Management are designed to influence human beings. These principles control a group of persons and direct them to achieve the objective. Behavioral nature means is a group activity. They observe the behavior of people, of employees in the group, and that's why it is called behavioral nature. Next, cause and effect. Cause means this is the cause, and if you do this, this is the effect. If you pay good, if you treat your employee in a nice way, equality principle is applicable to in your organization. This will result. This will give you good result. Or if you pay fair wages, he will continue in your organization. He will work efficiently over there. So this is the cause. If I provide this, I will get the effect, conclusion also. You can cross check it. So this principle, nature is like that, okay. They have cause and they have effect also. Then last point is all principles are all of equal importance. Why they are saying are of equal importance? Because if you have given a lot of emphasis on particular principle and you are ignoring other principles, it's not possible. You cannot work properly. All the principles are equally important. Discipline is also important, unity of command is also important, fair wages is also important. So you have to maintain good balance of all these principles. This is what the nature of principles of management. Let's move on to the last part of this topic, that is significance or importance of management. Significance means importance. The management ह्या principles चा काय use आहे? Let's see the first point. It provides useful insight to managers. See, managers have to tackle different situations. They have to face the different problems in day-to-day life. If these principles, if he make use of these principles, with the help of these principles, he will get better solution for it. So it helps, provides useful insight to manager. Then next, helpful in efficient utilization of resources. In every organization, men, human resources and raw material. You have to utilize it in a proper way without wastage. If you utilize in a proper way with the best efficient way, you will get best result without wastage. While maintaining discipline, now if you introduce discipline in your organization and healthy working environment, management always uses techniques and principles. It helps in establishing cordial relationship between management and employees, which increase the efficiency level of employees. Use of standard. One more thing in scientific, we have studied standardized techniques should be, equipment should be given to them. It will improve the efficiency. So you have to use this. All this will help in best utilization of your resources. Next is scientific decision. In business organization, scientific decision means, what is scientific? Use of scientific approach, use of some technology. It should not be based on judgment. You should, whenever you take the decision, it should be based on proper study. So there should not be trial error method कि चलो करके देखेंगे, गलत आया तो गलत. It should not be like that. So with the use of various management principle, one can get an idea about how to analyze the situation. Next, understanding social responsibility. Now what is social responsibility? Social responsibility means you have different groups, consumers, government. Government means, what is your, I am the entrepreneur. I am the entrepreneur of the organization. My social responsibility towards government is paying taxes regularly, or my social responsibility toward consumer is giving quality products. So these are called social responsibility. These things you will be able to understand in the management. You have to continuously do the research and development part. For example, R&D department always work on finding new techniques in the field of production, finance, marketing. Every time you find out, you have to do the research, you have to develop new idea. And in management, you have to continuously work on the research part, and with the help of research, maybe, suppose if I want to work on production department, I have to find out the best techniques. So what I am going to do, I am going to do the research on it, and with the help of research, I will be able to develop a particular product, new method. You can take the example of mobile companies also. Earlier, selfie camera was not there. Then in selfies also they have a lot of features. This is possible because of research. So management is important. This is one of the important. Because of management, and people get reward, motivation. It may be monetary, it may be in terms of money, or it may be just orally. They can say that he is the best employer, such type of thing. So monetary as well as non-monetary things can encourage them. Next is help to coordinate and control. See, in management, coordination and control is very important to carry out the work smoothly, and these functions comes under the management. It is also difficult task for manager to keep control. It's a very challenging part to coordinate the work and at the same time to control the work for the manager. Last, develop objective approach. With the help of various principles of management, one can develop an objective approach. Manager can identify business opportunities. Manager can find out various opportunities. He can develop the causes of it. He can find out the causes of it. He can build best model for it to solve these problems. So it builds confidence in his mind, and for this he need to understand the management principles, management techniques, everything he should know, so that he will be able to handle it nicely. Friends, we have finished with the first chapter. First, I have introduced you Henry Fayol's 14 principles. They are very important from exam point of view. Then we discussed F.W. Taylor's scientific principles and scientific techniques also. He has given 6 principles. Then we have studied its scientific methods or techniques also. And in the last part, I have covered nature of principles of management and significance or importance of management. With this, we have finished first topic. Please note down this.